I'm going to discuss past medical question papers with you. How important is it to practice them? If you ask me, that is the most important thing you should do before you actually go to appear in your examinations. Why do I say this? Just check it out. 1. It helps you know the trend. That means you come to know what type of questions are actually asked in the exam. Second, it helps you evaluate the importance of NCERT and try to figure out what exactly the syllabus is all about. Many people will misguide you that don't study NCERT, but at the end of the day, while going through the past papers, you'll realize that NCERT is the most important book for you for the exams, at least for biology. Third, it also helps you figure out which chapters are more important and which are less. You'll find out that there are some chapters from which a huge number of questions they come, while from the others, a relatively lesser number they come. And fourth and most important, you will not believe that many of the questions they are repeated, and if at all some questions do get repeated, that is going to be a good cakewalk for you, right? So that way, practicing them is a must. And for you, I have actually made out, past question paper discussion of all the 38 chapters from biology. You can go to my channel and, access each one of them. So without wasting much time, here I go with my today's lecture. Today I'm going to discuss past 10 years question paper from class 12 chapter 4, that is reproductive health. So without wasting much time, let us move directly to the questions. So here is the name of the chapter, and let us move ahead. So before we move, I must tell you I'll be discussing questions between 2010 to 2019. And before I again proceed, I'll once again remind you that between the years 2010 to 12, the medical entrance examination was held in two phases. One was called prelims, the other was called mains. In prelims, there were total 200 questions asked, of which 100 questions were from biology, and in mains 180 questions were asked, of which 60 questions were from biology. So while discussing question papers between the year 2010 to 12, I'll be discussing both the prelims as well as the mains question paper. Also in the year 2015 and 16, the AIPMT got cancelled due to some reason, and during this time, the exam was reconducted. So I'm going to discuss both the original exam and the re-exam question papers with you. So without wasting much time, here we move into 2010 to 12, the PT exam I told you about. So 2010 PT, let us see what was the question asked. The permissible use of the technique of amniocentesis is for. You know that amniocentesis is basically misused to know the sex of the child, leading to female feticide. But actually, what was it made for? Yes, it was made to find out any genetic abnormality while the child was still in the mother's womb. बच्चे की genetic abnormality को जानने के लिए था, so that the child could be helped at the time of birth. So was it to transfer the embryo into the uterus of a surrogate mother? No. Detecting any genetic abnormality? Yes, as I told you just now. So the right answer is the second one. Copper released during the copper releasing IUD. What is the function? You can look into page 60 of your NCERT. It is clear-cut written that the copper ions that are released from the copper releasing IUD, they are basically, its function is to suppress the sperm motility. So the right answer is again the first one. Coming to the next question, in the year 2010, it is in vitro fertilization is a technique that involves transfer of which of the following into the fallopian tube. ये पूछ रहा है in vitro technique में आप fallopian tube में क्या transfer कर सकते हैं. I'm talking only about the fallopian tube, not uterus, right? So is it embryo of 32 cell stage? It is zygote only. Embryo only up to 8 cell stage, or either zygote or early embryo up to 8 cell stage. Please refer page 64 of your NCERT, but the diagram I'm sharing here is not from chapter 4, it is actually from chapter 3, जहां आप clear cut देख सकते हैं कि fallopian tube यहां तक आता है, fallopian tube तक क्या क्या transfer होता है. Now B is actually zygote, and it comes only up till E, and E is morula. यानी कि अगर आपको fallopian tube में ट्रांसफर करना है, you can transfer anything, any stage between the zygote stage or the morula stage, right? So coming back here, so the right answer will be the fourth one. Either you can in the fallopian tube आपको अगर ट्रांसफर करना है, या तो आप zygote ट्रांसफर करें या early embryo up to 8 cell stage, that is morula. 8 सेल के बाद बच्चा एक्चुअली यूट्रस में चला जाता है, तो जब भी ट्रांसफर होता है फिर वो यूट्रस में ट्रांसफर होता है. सो 2010 पीटी में आपके 3 क्वेश्चंस आपके पूछे गए. नाउ लेट अस कम टू 2011 पीटी. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द मोस्ट वाइडली एक्सेप्टेड मेथड ऑफ कॉन्ट्रासेप्शन इन इंडिया एट प्रेजेंट. आई डोंट नो इफ यू आर अवेयर और नॉट. इंडिया में जो मेथड ऑफ कॉन्ट्रासेप्शन सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है, दैट इज योर आईयूडी, इंट्रा यूट्राइन डिवाइसेस. सो द राइट आंसर इज द फर्स्ट वन, राइट. मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी, जिसको हम इंड्यूस्ड अबॉर्शन भी कहते हैं, ये पूछ रहा है ये कब तक सेफ है. इट इज सेफ अप टू हाउ मेनी वीक्स ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी. ये 3 months तक सेफ होता है. 1 month is approximately 4 weeks, so 4 into 12, that will come to 12 weeks. So it is safe basically up to 12 weeks. So the right answer is the third one. Now coming to 2011 PT, 2 questions they were asked from this chapter. Now 2012 PT, the test tube baby program employs which of the following technique. test tube baby program में हम कौन से टेक्निक का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, ये आपसे पूछ रहा है. गैमेट इंट्राफिलोपियन ट्रांसफर नहीं, ये टेस्ट ट्यूब में नहीं करते. ये केवल तब करते हैं जब मेल हेल्दी है, फीमेल में भी यूट्रस इज हेल्दी फॉर प्रेगनेंसी, केवल एग नहीं बन रहा, तब हम गैमेट को फिलोपियन ट्यूब में ट्रांसफर करते हैं. गैमेट इंट्राफिलोपियन, इट इज नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी. जाइगोट इंट्राफिलोपियन ट्रांसफर, यस दिस इज राइट. टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी में हम करते क्या है, जब आपका जाइगोट टेस्ट ट्यूब में बन जाता है तब इस जाइगोट को हम फिलोपियन ट्यूब में ट्रांसफर करते हैं. सो ऑफ कोर्स दिस इज द राइट स्टेप. इंट्रासाइटोप्लाज्मिक स्पर्म इंजेक्शन, यहां हम एग के साइटोप्लाज्म में डायरेक्ट स्पर्म को एंटर करते हैं. दिस मे और मे नॉट बी अ पार्ट ऑफ टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी प्रोग्राम. सो द मोर अप्रोप्रिएट वन इज द सेकंड वन, इंट्रा यूट्राइन इंसेमिनेशन. ये तो तब होता है जब फीमेल में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मेल का स्पर्म काउंट कम होता है. सो द बेस्ट आंसर ओवर हियर इज द सेकंड वन, दैट इज जाइगोट इंट्राफिलोपियन ट्रांसफर. What is the figure below showing? Okay, this is your fallopian tube and we are cutting it, cutting any internal organ surgically. That is called as ectomy. So आप fallopian tube को काट रहे हैं, so this is called as tubectomy. So the right answer is your first one. 2012 PT में 2 questions आपके आए थे. Now let us come to mains. 2010 to 2012 mains. First 2010 mains. There was no question asked from this chapter in 2010 mains. 2011 mains, the technique called gamete intrafallopian transfer is recommended for those females. I just now told you, gamete को, gamete मतलब female gamete, egg को हम donor से, हम donor से transfer करते हैं into the fallopian tube of that mother जिसमें egg नहीं बन रहा. That means who cannot produce an ovum. बचा हुआ, उसका कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. She can retain the fetus. The cervical canal is perfect. She can provide environment for pregnancy, only she cannot produce an ovum. So the right answer is the first one. So 2011 mains में only one question came from this chapter. 2012 mains में not a single question came from this chapter. 2013 AIPMT. Artificial insemination means, what is artificial insemination? When the sperm is transferred, एक डोनर का स्पर्म को हम फीमेल के वजाइना में ट्रांसफर करते हैं, right? Then that is called as artificial insemination. That is introduction of sperm of a healthy donor into the ovary. No, not ovary, it's a vagina. Transfer of sperm into test tube. No. Transfer of sperm of husband to a test tube? No. Artificial introduction of sperm of a healthy donor into the vagina? Absolutely yes. You can see it in page 64 of your NCERT. Coming to the next question, which of the following cannot be detected in a developing fetus by amniocentesis? Amniocentesis में आप केवल genetic disorders को ही study कर सकते हैं. Just you have to remember, disorders को ही study कर सकते हैं. So jaundice is not a genetic disorder, so obviously you cannot study from amniocentesis. Klinefelter syndrome, Down syndrome, they are genetic disorders. Besides, amniocentesis is also used to determine the sex of the fetus, right? So the right answer is the first one. One of the legal method of birth control, legal है, illegal नहीं है. Premature ejaculation during coitus. I think this is a habit, nothing to do with legality. Abortion by taking appropriate medicine. Yes, this is legal. You can get it aborted by taking a medicine. आप surgically डॉक्टर के पास बच्चे का सेक्स जानने के बाद अबॉर्ट नहीं कर सकते हैं, बट मेडिसिन लेकर आप कर सकते हैं. So this is the right answer. By abstaining coitus, having this, all these are some habit related, but this is something that is legally allowed. Abortion of only one type is legally allowed. That is when you take it at home by taking a medicine. Right? So 3 questions they came from this chapter. Moving to 2014, let us see. Tubectomy is a method of sterilization in which अभी हमने देखा था tubectomy में fallopian tube को काट के हटाया जाता है. A small part of the fallopian tube is cut or removed or tied up. So obviously it's nothing to do with ovaries, vas deferens or uterus. So the right answer is the first one. Which of the following is a hormone releasing IUD? Please refer page 60 of your NCERT. You will clear cut see that LNG20 is an example of hormone releasing IUD. Assisted reproductive technology involves transfer of. Once again, it is a repeat question. ठीक, इसमें क्या ट्रांसफर होगा? ठीक है, असिस्टेड रिप्रोडक्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी यानी कि टेस्ट ट्यूब बेबी प्रोग्राम में क्या ट्रांसफर होगा? ओवम इनटू द फिलोपियन ट्यूब? नो. जाइगोट इनटू द फिलोपियन ट्यूब? यस. Zygote into the uterus? No, not uterus. It is in fallopian tube. Embryo with 16 blastomeres into the fallopian tube? No, only up to 8 it is in the fallopian tube. So the right answer is the second one. Okay, so 3 questions they came in 2014. Moving on to 2015, which of the following viruses is not transferred through the semen of an infected male? पूछ रहा है इनमें से कौन सा वायरस सेक्सुअली ट्रांसमिट नहीं होता, ये पूछ रहा है. हेपेटाइटिस बी का वायरस सेक्सुअली ट्रांसमिट होता है, HIV का होता है, इबोला का होता है, चिकनगुनिया का नहीं होता, ये तो मॉस्किटो बाइट से होता है. सो ऑब्वियसली द राइट आंसर इज द थर्ड वन. Which of the following disease is not a sexually transmitted disease? Please refer page 63 of your NCERT. Syphilis is a sexually transmitted disease. AIDS is a sexually transmitted disease. Trichomoniasis is a sexually transmitted disease. Encephalitis is the right answer. It is a disease of the brain, right? It is caused by a virus, but then it is not transmitted, through the during the sexual intercourse. So this is the right answer. Now the 2 questions were asked from 2015. 2015 में the exam got cancelled and it was held again. This time ectopic pregnancies are referred to. Please refer page 63 of your NCERT. It states that when the implantation takes place in parts other than the uterus. Uterus is a normal place जहाँ implantation होता है, पर अगर बच्चे का development fallopian tube या cervix या vagina में होने लगे या other part, then this is called as ectopic pregnancy. That means implantation of embryo at site other than uterus. Yes, this is the right answer. A childless couple can be assisted to have a child through a technique called GIFT. The full form of GIFT पूछ रहा है. Please refer page 64 of your NCERT. GIFT का full form है gamete को हम fallopian tube में transfer करते हैं, तो gamete intrafallopian transfer. Right, that is the right. So इधर आ जाओ, gamete intrafallopian transfer, that is the first one is the right answer. ठीक, 2015 re-APMT में 2 क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर से आए थे. Moving to 2016, which of the following approaches does not give the defined action of contraceptive? कहता है कि इसमें यहाँ पे आपका contraceptive measure है, उसका definition है, इनमें से कौन सा गलत है? Hormonal contraceptive, it will retard the entry of the sperm, prevent ovulation and fertilization. Perfect. Hormonal contraceptive यही काम करते हैं. You can look at page 60 or 61 of your NCERT. Vasectomy prevents spermatogenesis. This is wrong. You know that in vasectomy it does not prevent spermatogenesis. It basically prevents sperm transfer. ये sperm transfer रोकता है, sperm तो बनता ही है. तो which of the following is not Not made, this will be this. Barrier method prevents fertilization, this is correct. Intrauterine devices, they increase phagocytosis, suppress sperm motility and fertilizing, this is correct. So the right answer for this question is the second one. In context of amniocentesis, which of the following statement is correct? It can be used for detection of Down syndrome. Yes, मैंने अभी कहा था genetic disorders को हम इससे detect करते हैं, and Down syndrome is a genetic disorder. It can be used for detection of cleft palate. नहीं, cleft palate क्या है? ये जो palate होता है ये थोड़ा सा ऐसे split कर जाता है, ठीक है, बच्चे में। ये amniocentesis से डिटेक्ट नहीं होता है, ये अल्ट्रासाउंड से होता है। जब आप एम्नियोसेंटेसिस के दौरान अल्ट्रासाउंड भी किया जाता है तो ये अल्ट्रासाउंड से पता लगता है, बट नॉट ड्यू टू एम्नियोसेंटेसिस. इट इज यूजुअली डन व्हेन विमेन इज 14 to 16 वीक प्रेग्नेंट. इट इज राइट, एम्नियोसेंटेसिस तभी किया जाता है. इट इज यूज्ड फॉर प्री नेटल सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन. लोग इसको यूज तो कर रहे हैं, भले ही मिसयूज कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स it cannot be used. Which of the following? It can be used for cleft. This is a wrong statement. So your right answer is the second one. 2016 में आपके दो क्वेश्चंस आए थे, ठीक. नाउ कमिंग टू नीट फेज, आपको पता है 2016 में अगेन the exam was held once again. Which of the following is a hormone releasing IUD? Hormone releasing में आप पहले भी ये क्वेश्चन आ चुका है. It is LNG-20, right? So the right answer is the third one. Which of the following is incorrect regarding vasectomy? Vasectomy से incorrect है. Vas differentia is cut and dyed. Yes, tied. राइट, हम लोग यहाँ पर मेल में ये एक्चुअली वास डिफरेंस जो होता है, दिस इज योर एपिडिडाइमिस, ये वास डिफरेंस को ही काटा जाता है, ठीक है, इसीलिए इसको हम लोग वैसेक्टोमी भी कहते हैं. इरिवर्सिबल स्टेरिलिटी, yes it is irreversible. Normally हम लोग बोलते हैं it is irreversible. No sperm occurs in the seminal fluid, ये भी सही है, ठीक है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने तो यही काट दिया, तो जो सेमिनल प्लाज्मा रिलीज होगा दैट विल कंटेनिंग द फ्लूइड ऑफ ऑल द थ्री ग्लैंड्स. तीनों ग्लैंड के इसमें सिक्रीशन होंगे, पर स्पर्म नहीं होगा क्योंकि स्पर्म इसके आगे बढ़ नहीं पाता. नो स्पर्म अकर्स इन एपिडाइमिस, गलत है. एपिडाइमिस तक में तो स्पर्म हो गई, केवल वास डिफरेंस के आगे स्पर्म नहीं जा पाएगा, ठीक. तो विच इज द इनकरेक्ट वन? ऑब्वियसली द फोर्थ वन इज द इनकरेक्ट वन. Embryo with more than 16 blastomeres formed due to in vitro fertilization is transferred. मैंने आपको बताया था 8 तक it is in the fallopian tube, 8 से ज्यादा more than 8 it is in the uterus. मैं एक बार फिर से आपको ये डायग्राम दिखा दूं. You can see 8 तक it is here, then 16, 32, 64 this is there in the uterus, right? So the right answer is your third one, that is uterus. नीट फेज 2 में आपका 2016 में केवल 3 ही क्वेश्चन इस चैप्टर से आए थे. नाउ लेट अस मूव टू 2017. यहां पर पूछ रहा है मैच द कॉलम of the following sexually transmitted disease with their causative agent. Gonorrhea, हमें पता है gonorrhea is basically caused by Neisseria gonorrhoeae. So one का second is right. तो एक ही में केवल second है, तो obviously this should be right. Syphilis is caused by Trypanosoma. There's Treponema, that's correct. Genital warts is basically caused by human papilloma virus. This is also correct. And AIDS is caused by HIV. This is correct. So the right answer is the first one. Coming to the next question, the function of copper ion in copper releasing IUDs, it should be S over here, is, right? They suppress the sperm motility and fertilizing capacity of sperm. It is absolutely correct. Please see in the page 60 of your NCERT. You will find this is the function that is given. So the right answer is the first one. In case of a couple where the male is having low sperm count, which will be used, suitable for fertilization. मैंने कहा था when the male has low sperm count, तब हम artificial insemination करते हैं, यानी कि एक donor से हम लोग sperm लेकर उसको artificially vagina में inseminate करते हैं. That means we will use artificial insemination. That is the third one is the right option. 2017 में 4 questions came, which is a very good number. Now let us come to 2018. The contraceptive Saheli is an IUD? No, it is a hormone releasing pill जो भी latest बना. It increases the concentration of estrogen and prevents ovulation in case of females. Does it do that? क्या ये ovulation prevent करता है? Right? Or it blocks the estrogen receptor in the uterus and prevents the eggs from getting implanted. मैं आपको बता दूं, जो सहेली है ये बेसिकली इम्प्लांटेशन को रोकता है। तो ये करता क्या है, ये यूट्रस में जो एस्ट्रोजन रिसेप्टर्स होते हैं उसको एक्चुअली ब्लॉक कर देता है, जिसकी वजह से द फीटस इज अनेबल टू इम्प्लांट। सो द राइट आंसर इज योर थर्ड वन। ठीक है, 2018 में वी हैड वन क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर। नाउ लुकिंग इनटू 2019, सेलेक्ट द हार्मोन रिलीजिंग आईयूडी। हार्मोन रिलीजिंग आईयूडी में आपको अच्छे से पता है, इट इज LNG-20, ये बहुत बार आ चुका है। इसके अलावा इट इज प्रोजेस्टेसर्ट। यू कैन लुक इनटू पेज 60 ऑफ योर NCERT। सो द राइट आंसर इज द फोर्थ वन। Which of the following sexually transmitted disease is not completely curable? कुछ तो curable होते हैं, कुछ नहीं होते। Chlamydiasis is curable, gonorrhea is curable, genital warts is curable, only genital herpes of these four, and AIDS and hepatitis, these are ones which are non-curable. So the right answer is the fourth one. Which of the following contraceptive measure do involve the role of a hormone? इनमें से किसमें हार्मोन का इस्तेमाल होता है, हार्मोन का यूज होता है, हार्मोन इज इन्वॉल्व। ठीक है, पिल्स यस, इमरजेंसी कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव यस, बैरियर मेथड नो, लैक्टेशनल एमनोरिया यस, ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम आपके बॉडी में हार्मोन्स ही रेगुलेट करते हैं सो दैट देयर इज नो ओव्यूलेशन एंड नो मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल एंड नो प्रेगनेंसी। पिल्स यस, इमरजेंसी कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव यस, तो मुझे तो सेकेंड सही लग रहा है। बैरियर मेथड नो, कॉपर टी नो, कॉपर टी में कॉपर रिलीज होता है। पिल्स एंड दिस इज राइट, सो द राइट आंसर इज योर सेकेंड वन। 2019 में 3 questions they came from this chapter, so we can see that on an average this chapter is okay, good, well important. बीच में एक आध साल ऐसे हुआ जब इससे कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आया, पर इन सालों में we can see that 3 से 4 क्वेश्चंस इस चैप्टर से बेसिकली आपके पूछे जा रहे हैं। So let us have an overview of the number of questions. You can see it is 3. It is only when the time when we had both PT and mains, उस साल इससे एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं आया, एंड 2012 के मेंस एंड 10 के मेंस में अदरवाइज 2 1 2 3 3 2 2 2 3 4 1 3, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। छोटा सा तो चैप्टर है, हार्डली 5 6 7 8 पेज का तो चैप्टर है, और उससे 2 से 3 क्वेश्चन आना भी इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, right? So now that you have understood what are the important you have seen normally कौन से क्वेश्चन आपके रिपीट हो रहे हैं, now you know it very well. So now that you know that this chapter is important from medical point of view and which are the topics इससे ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, so go ahead and you have observed one thing, nothing came outside NCERT, so go ahead, learn NCERT very well. In my next video, I'll be discussing 10 years question paper from the board examination, and please go through that also so that you know how to get that perfect 100 in your board examination. In the meantime, I will just tell you that I have uploaded all the theory lectures from this chapter. You can also go through them to have a good understanding of the chapter. So now that the chapter is completed, theory is completed, board paper, medical paper is completed, I just hope that you are well prepared from this chapter for your both board and medical examination. So I just wish you luck, and with that I sign off for today, and we'll meet next day with another lecture on another chapter.